So I've taken the Z apart extensively. A little bit on the dashboard. Got a lot of parts just floating around here. I got the windshield. I'm trying to buff out some scratches on it. And of course I have the oil leak that I was working on that seems to be fixed. Didn't leak on my garage, so that's a good start. So it all boils down to the parasitic draw that I was talking about. I know that a lot of components feed off of the battery even though the car is off. That's normal. What's not normal is the car dying overnight, or the battery dying overnight, or putting a new battery in and it still not work. So while I was fixing that, I realized that my door switch was broken. So I took that off, went to my donor car, got that, got the chime box. And while I was checking it out the first time to see if the chime box was working or not, I ran into another problem. Oh joy. For some reason, the relay is getting tripped. It's turning on the high beam. Once it shuts off, it's staying stuck. The other day it stuck for like 30 seconds. Had to give it a tap. So fix that right now. I got another relay off the donor car too. But ultimately that's it. I haven't really touched it. I really haven't had time. I know, irony. I've been busy at work trying to keep that going. So the car isn't even registered right now. And that's what I'm going to do. Trying to buff out those scratches because I don't want to get an aftermarket one. They're always more fragile. And I don't think I'd find one. If it was like my Tahoe, which I am going to replace it, it's like 100, 150 bucks. Depending on where you go get it. A lot of mom and pop shops here in Arizona, that works for you. Get it really cheap. That's why I don't buy glass insurance, because those guys usually do a lot less, or do it for a lot less. But I will find that parasitic draw. Like I said, it's not normal for it to be dying like that. It is normal, I know, for it to have a small amount of draw, but not for it to kill the battery. So I'll figure that out. I'll post a video on it, and I'll keep you updated. I am gonna I'm gonna do an oil change on it because it still has fuel in the oil from when the O-ring was broken. So I'm gonna flush it out again. And I am gonna, once I do that, I'm gonna make the videos on how I turn this automatic car into a manual. Just a brief summary. I'll tell you, I'll do the transmission, I'll do the wiring for it, what I would have done differently, just little stuff like that. So in case you're wanting to pick one up for cheap and it's automatic and you want to do manual, it's actually not that bad. It's not that expensive. It got expensive for me because I ended up buying the two cars. But other than that, it shouldn't be too bad. I'll post those up. I should post them up probably in April. I should have the whole thing done. Just a quick guide. So we'll see you then.